Hi everybody, this is Agnes from Sediment, and today let's look at wines I regret not buying more of 10 years ago. In recent years, wine has gained a popularity as a great investment due to its ability to increase in value over time. And as with many great investments, true picture can often be seen only after several years once you can actually assess the real increase in price. So today, I'm going to take a closer look at 5 wines I regret not buying more of 10 years ago. Some because they turned out to be great investment opportunities, while others are simply so exceptional that it's saddening to see them leaving the stratosphere and entering a price cosmos that I can no longer afford. And let me know in the comments which wines you wish you had bought more of when you had a chance. But now let's go to my list. Salon is an epic champagne made from grapes of Côte de Blanc, single cru Le Mesnil-sur-Oger, and made only from Chardonnay, hence Blanc de Blanc. It has always been a vintage champagne made only in exceptional years, thus furthermore increasing its scarcity. On average, this wine is aged on its lees for around 10 years, which does not help its availability. I have been fortunate enough to taste many iconic wines. Some of them have left an unforgettable mark in my memory, and Champagne Salon is definitely amongst those. I must be honest, it was never an affordable champagne to begin with, and for me it has always been more like a very special occasion champagne. However, every time I tasted it, I was always convinced that even though it is very expensive, it is worth every penny. Salon is a champagne that has seen an impressive price increase in a very short period of time. And nowadays it truly lives up to its reputation, as their webpage states, a legend because it is simply out of my reach. I remember buying my first Salon many years ago. It was 1999 vintage and it cost slightly below $200. Back then I thought that 2002 vintage, which was priced closer to $300, was already excessive. But now a quick search on winesearcher.com shows that 1999 vintage costs around $1,400 per single bottle. Same with 2002 vintage. And vintage that I was particularly looking forward to, the 2008, I have never been lucky enough to taste. It was aged only in magnums and its average price in winesearcher.com is well above $2,000 for 1.5 liter bottle. Looking back, I wish I could have bought more of Salon champagne when I could afford it. To be honest, not because of its impressive price increase, which would have made it one of the best investments not only in the wine world but in general as well, but because it is a great champagne and I would love to enjoy it again. When I was just starting my wine studies, I heard legends about super Tuscan wines, Sassicaia, Ornellaia, Solaia. Tignanello, on the other hand, was always this more affordable option and price-wise accessible to many. It is primarily based on Sangiovese grapes sourced from the Chianti Classico region with the addition of Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc. I recall ordering a bottle of Tignanello wine at a fancy restaurant with a fashionably high markup for around $80, while its price at the wine shop was closer to $30 or $40. Nowadays, that price for this iconic wine seems more than a fantastic deal. According to livex.com, Tignanello is best performing super Tuscan wine and its price has been rising steadily over the years. While it may not have skyrocketed to the levels of Champagne Salon, it is closing in to its super Tuscan peers. For example, 2015 vintage averages around $180, while older vintages are creeping over $200. I do think the price of this wine will continue to increase, so maybe we can get together a few years from now and see if buying a few bottles now was still a great choice. Château Figeac is a renowned Bordeaux estate located in Saint-Emilion, close to Pomerol border. It has always been regarded as one of the top estates in Saint-Emilion, and in 2022 it finally received its long-awaited Premier Grand Cru Classé A status. I was fortunate enough to invest in few bottles of Château Figeac back when it was priced below $100, and it has constantly offered great price-to-quality ratio over the years. However, with Château Figeac now at the top, its price is sure to follow. LiveX has already reported a 47% significant price increase over the past 3 years, and top vintages such as 2015 and 2018 are difficult to find below $200. Many wine critics were expecting Chateau Figeac to be promoted to A status already in 2012, and that should be my cue to purchase more of these wines, especially vintages such as 2009 and 2010. Although these wines can still be found in the market, they are no longer available in two-digit numbers. Those who know me will certainly know that this list could not be complete without a Barolo producer. To be honest, there are too many Barolo producers and wines to list that I wish I had bought more of 10 years ago, and Giuseppe Rinaldi is definitely one of them. And some of those wines certainly seemed expensive then, but not as close to the price they achieve now. Seeing my Barolo and Barbaresco collection depleting, I truly feel sad for not investing more in those beautiful wines. Let's put aside fact that in my yearly travels to Langhe, I would see Giuseppe Rinaldi Barolos sold little over $50. And now those same wines are well over $300, and they're single vineyard wines more than that, making it an epic investment. Rinaldi Barolos live and develop for decades, and they are also incredibly seductive. Yes, full-bodied and structured, but at the same time elevated and offering much more than just taste and smell. They offer experience, they offer story, and you cannot put a price on that. This is probably a house that needs no introduction. Anyone who knows anything about wine has heard legends about this famed Burgundian producer, yet few have tasted it. I am amongst those who has never had the pleasure, and it seems that Domaine de la Romanée Conti, or DRC as it is often referred to, knows no boundaries when it comes to price. Currently, some of their most sought-after wines such as Monopoly's La Romanée Conti and La Tâche Grand Cru, as well as famed Richebourg and Échezeaux Grand Cru, sell for well over $5,000 for a single bottle. So for most of us, these wines naturally fall into the dream wine category. And what's most interesting here is that 10 years ago, I was already thinking that these wines are hitting their highest price point at around $1,000 per single bottle. Naturally, I feel like these wines are slipping away from my reach with every single second. And I can't help to wonder, since I never bought them 10 years ago, will it ever be possible to afford them? Not for investment purposes, but simply to pop open the cork and taste them. So here are 5 wines I wish I bought more of when I had the chance. It is interestingly to note that there are probably many more amazing wines out there that are currently priced more or less reasonably, and that will turn out to be great investment opportunities. It would be great to catch these wines before they start their price climb. If you are into a wine collecting and investment, you must know how to store wines. So here is a video you might enjoy.